So I saw this article by CPC Strategy and came to my email box, and I thought it was really interesting. They basically had a roundtable of experts, and they were talking about, what do they predict is going to happen with retail in 2019. So I just thought this was cool and we could talk about it. So the first thing they said is that there's going to be a merging of online and offline markets. I thought this was interesting. And what they're talking about is that uh, marketplaces like Amazon are moving to forms of traditional retail. And what they mean are like these small Amazon retail stores. So you can see here on Amazon, they have their little stores throughout the different areas that are kind of popping up. There's even that Amazon grocery store that you can go in and there's no cashiers. It just automatically like predicts where you are in the shelf and adds it to your cart, and then when you walk out it checks you out. I thought that was so cool. And so that's kind of the first prediction. And then, stores like Albertsons are making, moves to more online models. And I'm seeing this in my local grocery store. They're really offering huge ways to shop online, pick up in store, or have your groceries delivered. And it's just this big merging of online shopping and regular shopping. So I thought that was really awesome. Um, the second thing that they're talking about is goodbye Omnichannel, hello Omnipresence. And what they're saying there is just basically that retailers want to be everywhere that you are. They want to be omnipresent. So, kind of a variety of branded touch points. So they're going to see you on Instagram. They're going to see you, in stores, in little pop-up kiosks, things like that. They really want to be part of your life, right? A branded retailer. So that's kind of what it means, is not just seeing you in a store, but seeing you on Instagram, seeing you in Facebook, all these different areas where you could see their products and possibly purchase them. The third thing is the department store is being replaced by marketplaces. I'm sure that you're seeing this in your town too. The little pop up marketplaces, the smaller stores inside of malls, those kind of things, the little kiosks, food trucks, those kind of pop-up type of retail places are thriving, and it makes me think about Shark Tank. Recently I was watching Shark Tank and they had an update on Tipsy Elves, and something that Tipsy Elves, they make the ugly Christmas sweaters. Something that they started doing this year was actually setting up little pop-up retail stores, kind of like people do on Halloween time, where you can pick up costumes, right? And they're seeing a lot of increased traffic, foot traffic coming into their stores to look at the sweaters and feel them and try them on and pick them out. People like that in-store experience. So imagine what you could do if you had a full line of products in your brand. You could really take advantage of a small marketplace experience or a kiosk at the mall, something like that, where you can get your brand name out there, and kind of go along with one of these trends. So the next thing that they were talking about is machine learning driving the user experience. So I don't know if you've heard of the Facebook Pixel, but you can install the Facebook Pixel on your website, and what it'll do is anybody who has searched anything, or has looked at your ads on Facebook and stuff, it will actually show that it will actually show them that same information across your website, and it'll kind of like track that as far as your customer targeting is concerned. So there's a lot more machine learning happening. Even Amazon is doing even more of this, as we've seen with like the product targeting, pay-per-click advertising. So just really, we're wanting to have better ways all across social media, all across search engines and everything, to continue showing users what they want to see. It's all about SEO, right? But it's showing users what they want to see, so that they're more likely to engage with that brand. The next thing that they mentioned was a small store mentality and pop-ups targeting those key markets. We kind of already talked about this, um, where Amazon's doing this. They have the little pop-ups and stuff like that. But think about, how is your brand keeping up with this, right? Are you thinking about other ways to get your brand name out there and to maybe sell your products in other ways? Um, that would be I think it would be a really fun thing for me to do this year, something with a kiosk or another, marketplace for my products other than just online. Preemptive distribution. What they're talking about here is that really just, t- really targeting your niche, being able to get your product to that unique customer that really is your buyer, right? Narrowing down your buyer and your niche and really your customer avatar, and then delivering your products to them wherever they want it. So right here, precisely the right consumer, when, where, and how they want it, and ahead of hundreds of equally compelling competitors. So I mean, that's a really another great reason to know your target market. Are they on Instagram? Are they on Pinterest? Are they on Amazon? Where is your target market, and are you reaching them in all of those places with brand awareness, with point of sale, all of that? So another great reason to get to know your customer, because other brands are doing that. So then, retail tech, we've seen this, right? They're kind of talking more about how, software as a service is kind of integrating to make the shopping experience even better. But, it's the example that they gave here, IBM licensing its food trust block tracking system, right? But what does this mean for us brands? There may be easier ways for us to get our products to the customer for delivery, for all of that kind of thing. So I'm kind of excited to see, we already have really great software for e-commerce, but I'm excited to see what other fields this will expand into, such as delivery and distribution and sales channels and all of that. Like this one, Uppercase has a complete solution for opening a physical store. How cool would that be? Very cool. And then this next one is exciting for some of you guys. I know a lot of you are in beauty and a lot of you are dabbling in CBD. So Amazon is going to, they predict, make a big play in the beauty industry, as well as in CBD. CBD is potentially going to be a $1 billion industry. And right now, if you're in CBD, you know that it's kind of iffy on the laws. Even Facebook, you can't show ads. Google, you can't use certain advertising keywords. So it's really going to be a big deal for Amazon to be that bold marketplace for CBD. So if you're in that market, get ready to grow. As well as beauty, they're talking about, having a really big loyalty, a robust loyalty program. So keep an eye out for that if you're in beauty, because, you could be part of that, and that's really going to launch your brand into amazing things. And then Instagram and Facebook was the last thing, acquisition and ad growth. So if you're not already on Instagram shopping, I just wanted to show you that. Right with Instagram, you can now tag your products, and you could create a really cool post where you can, have a model wearing the shoes, right, and then you're tagging the shoes for sale. So it's really cool. I've done this with my products, and it's really neat because it's integrated with Facebook, and then people can buy right out of your store, right online. So if you haven't kind of dabbled in this yet, and you have a product that shows very well in Instagram, why not set it up to tag those products? But they're talking about Instagram also allowing you to now shop within stories, and stories and video. Facebook Watch is getting huge, right? So think about the user experience, being able to tag your products within a really cool video within your story, and just capture and captivate those customers as they're living online, right? So don't forget to study up on all of these trends and think about how your brand can position itself to be able to compete with some of the other brands in your niche.